Detroit's COVID vaccination rate continues to lag behind the rest of the state, and a new survey is revealing why some people are hesitant.
That's right. So right now, 39.5% of Detroiters have gotten at least one dose. That's compared to 62.9% statewide. Grant Herms is digging into the reasons behind this. And Grant, this all comes down to safety.
Yeah, or rather the misconception that the vaccines aren't safe. You know, what used to be a race to get people access to the vaccine is now a race against misinformation and distrust. And as you said it, there are still 60% of Detroiters who are unvaccinated.
A new study from the U of M with troubling new findings. 8 out of 10 unvaccinated Detroiters say they still have concerns about the safety of the vaccine, despite hundreds of millions of doses already in arms without widespread problems. According to the study, 78% of those unvaccinated say they have concerns about the safety and side effects, and 73% say they're worried about how effective the vaccine is. The least likely to be vaccinated were still in communities of color and those under 40, as a dangerous new variant is spreading across the state. Another troubling finding, trust in credible sources is low across the board. With the news media coming in last, the CDC and local doctors were the most trusted, but were still only trusted by less than a third of unvaccinated Detroiters.
Folks do say that they are most trusting of information about the vaccine and about COVID more generally coming from doctors. But between those who have gotten vaccinated and haven't gotten vaccinated, we actually see a really big gulf between how much they trust doctors.
There was some good news. Just over a third of Detroiters who weren't vaccinated in the spring did get their shot, a shift researchers say is reason for hope.
We do see that some residents have been persuaded towards getting the vaccine, which to us is a really positive sign that there are people out there who are shifting their minds over time.
Now, all of this does beg the question, how do we get people to make those changes in their minds about the vaccine? The real answer is researchers simply just don't really know. They say while there are some people who are getting pressured to take the vaccine, not that many fewer people are getting pressured not to take the vaccine. So their whole thing right now, researchers are saying, is that we need to talk to folks more about being vaccinated and that experience. Back to you.
Yeah, Grant, before you go, what about worries that people would only get a single dose of the vaccine and not be fully vaccinated? What did we find there?
Well, that was one part of this study that was actually a little encouraging. They said that almost everybody, 88% or so of folks that got their first dose did come back to get their second dose. They say once you're in the pipeline, you're very likely to go back and get that second dose, which is some good news.
Okay. Grant, thanks.